I'm here on behalf of the Lehigh Valley Alliance on Aging, and we're here today with Sam Bennett, and we're going to be talking about some pertinent senior issues that we have here in the Lehigh Valley. As many of you know, Sam is running for the 15th district here, which covers the Lehigh Valley, and we just want to talk to her about some of the issues that are important to seniors here in the community. What specific policies would you support, or do you support, to make health care and health insurance available and affordable for every American?
Well, I have a friend in Bethlehem. Her daughter, Helen, died of ovarian cancer at a very young age. And why? Because she didn't have health care and got no preventative checkups for something that would have been completely treatable. And she left behind 2 teenage boys and a husband. In the world's richest nation, that's just not acceptable. What I propose is, first of all, that we need to guarantee health care to every American, irregardless of their job, their employer, their income, or pre-existing conditions. And what we need to do is, if you don't currently have health care or are overpaying for your health care, we're going to make sure that you have the same health care that sitting members of U.S. Congress currently enjoy. Next, we need to make sure that preventative care is stressed. My proposal: I want to see a nurse practitioner and a dental hygienist in every school in America to make sure every American child has a chance for a 3-month checkup. And we need to extend preventative care to our seniors to make sure that when they're home and need care, that there are visiting nurses that can come and visit them and give them the care that they need, that preventative care, so they can stay in their homes as long as possible. Now, if more people are receiving health care, have health care insurance, we're going to need more doctors. So I'm also proposing that if you're a young doctor and you're willing to go into critical areas of practice, like general and primary care, OBGYN, pediatrics, that we're going to make sure that we help you with your health care costs and your student loans. Finally, it's very critical that we accelerate the degree to which doctors and their practices engage in electronic record keeping to make sure that all patients stay safe. In the world's richest nation, every American should have access to high-quality health care, and I will make sure that that happens. And in fact, I have made a pledge that I will not accept any government health care until every American has health care just as good as sitting members of U.S. Congress.
How would you redirect federal funds for long-term care toward home and community-based services, knowing that the current Medicaid reimbursement for skilled nursing facilities is already well below the actual cost to care for our medical population?
This is an absolutely critical issue. And we all know that the most important thing that we need to do is make sure that seniors can stay in their homes as long as possible. Now, the measure of any society is the quality of care that we give to our seniors in the twilight of their lives. They've worked long and hard their whole lives, contributing to the well-being of everyone else. Now it's their turn to be provided for. Now, what I am in strong support of is to make sure that we increase Medicaid funding for home nursing, so that when you're staying in your home, you're receiving the best quality nursing care coming right to you in your own home. There's also a tremendous benefit to this in that it's very preventive in its orientation. So not only are we spending less money overall, but we're also delivering a much higher quality of life to our seniors with this kind of home nursing provided on a regular basis to our seniors. In addition to that, we need to absolutely increase Medicaid reimbursement to our skilled nursing facilities that also provide high degree of preventative care to our seniors. Again, what could be more important than to make sure that our seniors can stay at home as long as possible, receive the highest possible preventative care, and when they do move to an assisted living facility, also receive the highest possible quality of care? I'm very much in support of making these changes.
Currently, volunteers get reimbursed for 14 cents per mile. The current standard business mileage reimbursement rate is 58.5 cents. What is your position on increasing the volunteer reimbursement to the standard business mileage reimbursement?
2 of my best friends, Ben and Ruth Ann, are both 85 years old, going on 45. And since they've retired, they have put far more time and a lot of hard work into the community than they ever did when they were younger. For both of them, however, paying $40 to $60 just to fill up their gas tank is a real burden to them. I am completely in support of raising the IRS charitable deduction for volunteer gas mileage up to at least the business standard. What we need to do is recognize that the work that Ben and Ruth Ann and so many thousands of other seniors throughout the Lehigh Valley do is absolutely essential to the well-being of all our community. And by raising that standard deduction, we can make sure we're honoring their work, helping them with their pocketbook for all the volunteer hours they provide, and to make sure that we're sending the right message, that volunteerism should be rewarded. And thanks again to Ben and Ruth Ann and all the seniors throughout the Lehigh Valley that provide all those countless hours for all of us. As a former small business owner and someone who has started numerous, not only small businesses, but nonprofit organizations here in the Lehigh Valley, I can't stress enough how important entrepreneurship is and small business ownership. It's truly the engine of the American economy. And what we need to do, particularly on a federal level, is make sure that we're rewarding people for putting that risk forward to start their own small businesses and keep them running. Reward them for providing health care to their employees. Reward them for making sure that their business contributes back to the community in volunteer hours and time. The most important way that we can make sure that we're promoting stronger families and stronger communities is to take care of people at the dawn of their lives and the twilight of their lives. When our children are young, we need to make sure that they have excellent full-day pre-kindergarten and excellent after-school programs, and make sure that they're receiving the preventative care that they need to stay healthy and strong. In the twilight of our lives, when we're retired and we're ready to enjoy the fruits of our lifelong labor, we need to make sure that our seniors have access to excellent quality health care, low-cost prescription drugs, and receive preventative services like visiting nurses in their home or the assisted nursing facilities that they may go into. The bottom line, the federal government has a very critical role to play in the health care and the quality of life that our seniors receive. And it's very important that we make sure that those are supported, and those are programs I will fight for and make sure that the seniors here in the Lehigh Valley can count on. I want to thank the Lehigh Valley Alliance on Aging for the opportunity to meet you and speak with you. Once elected your next Congresswoman from the Lehigh Valley, you can count on me to support the issues that are important to you and important to all of us. What could be more important than taking care of the seniors that we know and we love? Thank you very much.